Good morning, beautiful creatures. Kelly from Mystical Madness Healing. I'm going to do a reading for the earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you have that placement in your chart even, if you're listening to readings for, say, example, Taurus, and you hear, oh, you're dealing with, or blah, 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 Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they're all earth signs. So even though you're a Taurus, you could be Virgo moon, you could have a ton of Virgo in your chart. I didn't know this until recently, and it really helped me. Like Capricorn, I didn't think I would ever be a Capricorn because it's on the total other end of the spectrum. But, yep. All right, so this is for the earth signs. Let's see what Spirit has. I prayed over these. I saged them. Okay. Spirit, please give me the best message for the earth signs. Give me the best advice. Ooh, I love when they flip. No way. Empress. Immediately. First card. I love it. Empress. Badass. Embodies all four queens or kings. You or whoever this is for, sorry, I'm uncomfortable, had to work very hard to get to this point. Okay, it's very difficult to get, especially in the tarot world, to get to the Empress. If you're following the guidance, and you must have followed the advice of others. Beautiful, beautiful card to get right out the bat. Okay. I'm confused. I'm like, should I go bottom of the deck because I'm very being drawn to? No. Spirits, I shouldn't have looked. No, Spirit says keep going. All right. So, clarify this Empress card, please. What's the T on the Empress card? The Fool. I love this card. Someone who's fearless. Sometimes impulsive, fearless, not afraid to take a risk, though. If you are, impulsive in a bad way, okay, you gotta tone it down. But this is somebody who is taking a leap of faith, doing something courageous or something they never may have thought they could do. That's how I look at the Fool. I'm just going to read. I know this card very well, but I want to read it out of this mystical moments, the way she says it. I just want to read that. 2 for my earth signs. The Fool. And that's a 1 card. And 1 is a very divine and a fresh start. Think of it that way. Or actually, it's not even a 1 card. I think it's a 0. Yeah, so it's but new start. Like a fresh start. Okay, this says spontaneity, bold beginnings, adventure, naivety, new horizons, and potential. Love it. So the Empress and the Fool card together right there tells me that you did something huge. Oh my God, now Alright. Now my ears are ringing to go bottom of the deck. The Hierophant. That's a commitment or religious card, Taurus card. So you're coming up in your own reading, Taurus. The Hierophant can make things happen. It's change things. It's kind of like the Magician. Look at if you see an owl, you know the person is very wise, beyond their years. This could still be the Empress here that they're talking about. Okay. Now, when I'm guided to the bottom of the deck, it's usually like it comes out, I'm going to knock on wood, it comes out as the story needed. The moon card. This was actually the card of the day for the earth signs yesterday. This could be as simple as you're a moon child, which is someone, born under the moon and stars. But you see the wolf there, and is that a wolf? Yes, of course. I mean, I know the wolves are the ones that howl at the moon, but it kind of looks small. A wolf, spirit animal, a wolf is fearless. And, they're extremely, people think that they're extremely just dangerous, like mean, but what they do for their other wolf family, if you go look it up, there's a huge significant meaning to the wolf. But anyhow, this is somebody with in their feelings, in their emotions, could be possibly hiding feelings, secrets, yeah. So, not sure who that is or what that's about. So, well, yeah, okay. Now, see, this is a story that is trying to be told. Probably because there was a 10 of swords. There was a betrayal in the past. 10 of swords it could also be in your head. You could be doing this to yourself. You could be your own worst enemy in your head all the time. But usually it's something very, something that was very hard to get through. And that's coming up under the Empress card. So I know that you went through something. Okay. Wow. The same story, I think. Okay. The Six of Pentacles is probably what it was. This is, I don't want to say it wrong because I know this is not equal give and take because look, but this is the reason I'm kind of just off a little bit is because in the Rider-Waite deck, this, okay, never mind, I just figured it out. But this card is so different, you would never think that this would be considered a breadcrumbing card because they make it look so beautiful. But it doesn't even necessarily have to be breadcrumbing. It could have been that someone was just maybe selfish, giving to somebody else instead of to the relationship. But it is considered the breadcrumbing card. And that's under the Fool. Okay, that's under the Fool. But this could be what the 10 of Swords is about too. Six of Wands now. 666, 66 could be significant here. Six of Wands is like a new journey, like a kind of travel card. I mean, it's a glorious card. Look at her. Or him. Him or her. I'm just a little blown away because these two came out next to each other yesterday for the earth signs. Not an earth sign reading, but I think it might have been Taurus. All right. That's under the Hierophant card. Let's keep going here. And then this is how you know that, like, I worry about the way I read, like, continuously go from the bottom of the deck. But there's a certain time that I start doing it, and the Hermit's here under the moon. So, and this came out for earth signs yesterday too. The Fool and the Hermit. I remember the Hermit. This is a Virgo card. So Virgo, you're also coming up in your own reading here, whoever this reading's for. And the Hermit is, you go into hermit mode for a reason. Most of the time you don't just become a hermit and just go, eventually if you live your life that way, okay. But what I'm saying is after you go through something, because I see that you have here, Ten of Swords, the Moon. Okay, now we get the Hermit. This is a good state to be in, to self-reflect, to learn who you are. Self-love, I keep hearing. Maybe you didn't have it. Maybe you were going through something that pushed you into hermit mode. But when people go into hermit mode, usually it's to get a new perspective or some, just closure of some sort for themselves. Okay, so, alrighty. I love you, Spirit, because this is it. Judgment. Okay, this is under the Emperor card. I go 4 across. So now we got the Empress here, and under it is the Ten of Swords. Now there's Judgment. Judgment, not justice, judgment. There's 2 different in this deck. Judgment is recognition or something good coming finally from Spirit, maybe even after this Ten of Swords. Okay, now the second row. The Fool with the breadcrumbing card underneath. King of Swords. That's a female on the card, and there are 2 different female version and male version in this deck, even though this could be a male or a female energy in the Mystical Moments deck here. This I love this deck. She does depict it in 2 different ways, a male and a female, so I'm going to read it. But the King of Swords typically is very handsome or very beautiful, very intuitive, definitely, first off, it's a king status, so you really got the crown on here, whoever this is for. It's tough to get to a king status, just like it's tough to get to the Empress. And in this one, look at the sword. It's a wand. So, that's up just for protection most of the time, because you went through a Ten of Swords. So, of course, or somebody did. But usually, very analytical, a little bit sharp, with the tongue maybe, but still a king or a queen embodying just kind of a masculine, keeping, their protection up energy. So I'm not going to read it because I know that's what this is, especially here under that, that could have become the king if this is a female or a relationship, I should say. You could have became the King of Swords for this breadcrumbing, because of the breadcrumbing. Okay, so now the Hierophant and the Six of Wands in the next row, okay, which is a journey or like a new endeavor. The Two of Swords is a decision card, making a decision. So I'm not sure if you still are going to have to make a decision, or in the future, or you've already done this. But the Two of Swords is usually, contemplating, just needing to make a decision. Okay. Now, and don't tell me this, well, for me, this is how it was supposed to come out, especially because now my ears are ringing again when I'm going to show you this Ten of Pentacles. Under the Moon and the Hermit. Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. That's like an abundance. Taurus are very good money makers. I think most of the earth signs are. But this is somebody who worked very hard to get to this. You know, they got their stuff together. You see family there under, looking up like, there's my badass king. All right. Awesome card. Awesome. Everybody, you guys know what the Ten of Pentacles is, right? All right. Just in case you don't know what you've done and how bad you are, I will read it. An old man sits on a huge tree trunk symbolizing his longevity. 10 rings on the trunk's surface stand for the decades he has spent on Earth and the experiences he's had all those years. The flowers entwining illustrate the intricate paths life can take and how beautiful life could be. Through the 3 rings, we see the patriarch's biggest achievements: building a house, raising a family. He has led a successful life and is well positioned to share his legacy with his family. Amazing. Okay, so this is affluencer, financial empire, stability, family life, security, sharing the wealth, sharing the prosperity. Earth signs. Yep. And, okay. All right. I'm going to ask, that is how I'm going to end it with the Ten of Pentacles, but I am going to ask, just like for another card, just for like a clarity card. Another card or two for the air signs. Okay, Spirit. Thank you very much for this reading. Please give me another card or two just to end off the reading in a great way for the earth signs. Whoa, flipped over and oh my God, this was at the bottom of the deck after the Ten of Pentacles. Swear to God. I put it back in and did this differently and it still came out. So that needed to be there. Holy, that's weird. That's kind of like almost goosebumpy, to be honest with you. All right, Six of Swords, but transition, the blues, recovery, change of scenery, moving on, and hope. This is for somebody. This is a good card. A transition. This is probably in the past because you got this Ten of Pentacles here. But if you are in the blues, find a way to get yourself out. I have to do it almost daily. I'm not gonna lie. And for me, it's music. Reading something, or just, I don't know, gardening, doing something fun. But if you are recovering from something here, just pray. Listen, don't get in your head. Don't overthink. It's very difficult to do, especially if you're in recovery from something. Drugs, or just recovery from like a breakup or something. You see, you got anchors there. There's people you could go and talk to, or you could literally get on YouTube and type in what you need to know, and you will find it. Honestly, I was never a big, huge YouTube person. I only listened to music videos. And then when I went through something tough, somebody suggested, going on and listening. I can't believe how much it helped me and saved me on the mental health. To be honest with you, all right, guys, this is for somebody, but 10 of Pentacles. Hope this helps someone. Like, share, and subscribe if you do resonate with the videos. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.